Okay, students, and before last class we discussed about the read function. We completed the portions of read function, read line, read lines. Okay, how to fetch the data or how to retrieve the data from the file. What are the functions which we are using? What is the characteristics of each functions? How the function will react based on the arguments, passing arguments. All the details we have seen in the till the last class. Okay, from today we are going to see write functions. Okay, read function, three functions are there. Can you say, anyone say what are the read functions? Reading a data from the file.
Read line.
Very good. For write, two functions only there, as you are seeing in the slide, write and write lines. Two functions only there to write into the file. Okay, it may be a text file or binary, it is different one. Okay, binary file is different one, and a CSV file, that is another one concept. Okay, only purely we are dealing with only the text file. Okay, so in the text file, especially file handling, write and write lines function. Okay, write function we already used it. Okay, so if you want to get your data into the variable that is in string data type, that we are directly writing into the file. Okay, with the file object a dot write of what the content you want to write. We can give the content, or else we can give the variable which stores the content. Okay, that is the thing. Write lines, it will write all the data. Okay, we can collect the data in a list or in a tuple. Okay, then we can write into a file. Let me see with some examples. Okay, so two functions are there, write functions. Okay, they may ask the question, what are the write functions are available? Two functions, write function, and another one is write lines function. There is no write line, write lines. Please note down this write lines function. Okay, let me see this. These are all the syntax I already said. Okay, first function, you know that how to open your file in write mode, and how to, by using the for loop, they are getting the three input, three names, and writing into it. Okay, this is a basic program, you know it, I hope. Okay, and next one, that is also the same thing, how it is stored into it. Okay, okay, then this I want to tell one thing. For example, first time I open the file, I am writing the content into it. Okay, second time I am opening the same file, I am writing, means the previous content will be erased. Okay, that is the one of the drawback or one of the notable changes in the write function. Okay, whenever we are writing, we are opening the file, not only write function, generally we are opening the file in write mode, means we should think about that. Okay, first time you return something into the file. Second time, if you are suppose open the file, or if you are run the file in write mode, means the previous content will be erased. Okay, so in order to avoid, you can see the green color textured one. So in order to avoid, we need to open append mode. Okay, so in append mode, if you open the file, if you are writing the data into the file, means the previous content won't be erased or it won't be get damaged. Okay, that is the concept. Have you understand that difference between write and append mode? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let we will see one program, then it will help you to give more understanding. 1 minute. One minute, just a minute. Okay, I'm just opening the new file. In that, 1 minute. So in that, I'm just giving you opening a file. A is a file object. Open of, I'm just opening the file sample.txt. Okay, this is the file. Suppose this is the file. I'm opening in write mode. Okay, then I'm just getting the data into it. For example, simply I'm just typing it. Okay, this is the content, I'm storing it. Okay, I just stored it. I close the file also too. I saved the file. 1 minute. This is the default folder. I already said no. Inside the Python program, Python 38, one folder is there. Now this is the default location of file storing system. Okay, but we have to store in different location also. I'm just storing in a different one. file sample, I'm just giving it. You can see I'm just running the program. Okay, the content is returned. Okay, I will close this one. I will open the file that I will show to you. Okay, the file name is sample. So the content hello is returned. Okay, now I close the file. You can see again, if I run the same, for example, I want to modify the data hello. I just, instead of hello, I'm just giving some other text. Okay, so I just modified the content. You can see I'm opening the file in write mode. I'm again doing the operations. Then the file is returned. The data is returned. I just show the opening the file. I will show to you. You can see the hello will be erased. How are you only there? Because what is the reason? Can you say the reason why the previous content was deleted?
We are not up.
Yes, we are not opening in open mode. First time we should open in write mode. Of course, we open it and we store the data into it. There is no problem. Fine. Second time, whenever we are accessing the same file, that's what this point will be useful for you whenever you are doing the project. Second time, whenever you are opening the same file in write mode, means it will write, it will open the data, it will open the file, it will write the data also. But what is the problem? Previous content, if any previous content is there, means that data will be completely wiped out. Okay, that is the problem. Okay, I will show to you. I just close it. Okay, for example, instead of write mode, I'm just opening in open mode. Okay, then I'm just writing some content. Okay, this is the content. If I want to store, means just for example purpose, I'm writing there. You can use the for loop and you can do the modification of work. Okay, now the file is returned. I will show the opening the file. You can see the previous content also there. How are you also there? I am fine also there. The new content also added, returned into the file. It won't damage the previous content also. Okay, so now I hope you understand what is the importance of open mode, or how to open the file in open mode. Have you got the clarity regarding open mode?
If I am,
Yes.
I'm writing again something.
Why not? For example, okay, you are writing again something to it.
You take fine.
I didn't understand. I didn't get you.
You keep only I am, sir, and run the code. It will also store.
Yes, of course. I'm running the code. Wait. Yeah, it is returned. Let me see. Yeah, the file is returned. I'm just closing this one. I'm opening the file. You can see, hi, how are you? I am fine. And as you said, I am fine. I am only. We added. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
In open mode, the previous data won't be erased. It will add to the that one more thing. The cursor will be at the last position. Whenever I'm adding another one data, means, for example, manually, if you are keeping the cursor in first, whenever now I am keeping the cursor or file pointer at the initial position. Okay, if I opening the file in open mode, means automatically the cursor or the file pointer goes to the end of the line or end of the data or end of the character. Okay, in the file. Okay, then it will, the new data will be recorded. Record means added into it. Okay, that is the concept. Okay, so this is the that is in open mode, how to write the data. Okay, these are all the example programs. They are showing that first three names are stored in the previous program. If you are opening the file in open mode, means you can see that then the new name also will be written. They are using /n. That's what it comes in the new next line. Okay, we in our program we didn't use /n. That's what is coming in a very horizontal way. It is not goes to the next line. Okay, so we should use manually next line. That is /n. We should use manually. Then only the data will be stored in the next line. Okay, this is the example. And write lines. This is the new for you. Write lines function. How to use the write lines function means, you can see. I will explain this program. My file is a file object. Okay, how we are saying means, using the file object, we are opening the file emp.txt in write mode. Okay, my list is a empty list. You can see my list is a empty list. Okay, for I in range of 3. So loop how many times the loop will execute? If I value
3 times.
Yes, 3 times. What are the iteration value?
0, 1, 2.
Yes, 0, 1, 2. These are all the iteration value. First I value will be 0. Then name equal to input of enter the employee name. So we got the name, that is we stored in name variable. Okay, that is the first thing. 1 minute. Oh, somebody is asking, Darshan, how are you like that? I typed, sir, how you are typed that I typed like a invalid syntax. No, it is not. You made some mistake, Darshan. Uh, okay, after that I will show the previous slide. Okay, I will show the program also too. Okay, let me come to the program. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay, so the loop will execute 3 times because we given the range is 3. First 0 value, I value is 0. It got the name. You can see my list. What is my list? It is a list name. Okay, no. So my list dot append of name plus slash n. Okay, we are doing the string concatenation. Okay, so we are adding a new line to the name. Okay, for example, first I entered, for example, you can see the example Aman is a first name they entered. Okay, with the slash n, so automatically the pointer will goes to the next line. Okay, first line is completely occupied, that is we are appending, we are appended to the list. Okay, likewise we are, the loop will get to the 3 names that is stored in the my list. It is a list. Okay, and the list contain finally 3 names. Now you can see my file dot write lines of my line. Okay, this is what the one of the important thing you want to note down. Okay, so through the object file object dot write lines of my list. What is my list means? It's a list. It contains more than one line. Can you understand? No, write function and write line function, this is the difference. Write function, we can write the data in a single line. Okay, suppose you want to write a paragraph. Sir, I want to store a paragraph into your file, sir. How to do? This is the way. Right, first we want to store the paragraph in a variable. The variable may be a list or a tuple or whatever data type, not an issue. Okay, generally we will use list in Python. Okay, this type of concepts and all we are using list. Okay, so we are stored in the list. Finally we are write lines, we are writing multiple lines. Write lines function allows the user to write multiple lines. That's the concept. Okay, so write lines of my list, the list will be written into the file, then we are finally closing the file. Okay, so the file, finally you can see the file, it stores, sorry, it stores the 3 names. Okay, Aman and Naman and Chaman. Okay, so the rhyming words they given it. Okay, let me come to the previous program. I think I will open this program. Delvin, for you, you can see this file, nothing wrong. We are just opening the file and storing the content something into it, and we are writing into that and closing it. Okay, I don't know what's your doubt. Let you see this program also. Okay, let me go to the next one. Okay, using write lines, another one, this only we have seen. Okay, now it is another one example program to store a bulk of data in an ordered way, in an assign what is the thing, aligned way. Okay, we have to align your data in a particular line. You can see they are writing 3 lines. Okay, let me see this program. My file equal to, my file is a file object. Okay, for the file, what is the file name? Can anyone say what is the file name?
Book.
Book.txt is a file name. In which mode we are opening the file?
Append mode.
Append mode.
Very good. A is denoting append mode. Okay, good. Answer equal to y. So it is a variable. We are assigning y to the variable answer. Okay, ans. Okay. While answer equal to y, then condition true. Of course, y is stored in answer. That's what it is true. B and O, that is book number we are getting. It is in the form of integer. Okay. Then book name. B name is variable getting the book name, and author is a variable getting the author name. Okay, price is, it is an integer type of data, receiving or getting the book price name. Okay, finally this is the notable thing you want to understand, this one, the selecting one. No, so you can see the selected one, you can see b rec, that is book record. Okay, just a variable equal to, we are doing the concatenation operation. You can see we cannot concatenate string plus integer or integer plus string. Okay, we can concatenate only string plus string, right? No, so
Yes.
you can see, yes, yeah,
Actually, you can give input alone, no sir.
input alone. For example, I want
It will
the,
take in the form of string.
yes, it will take in the form of string. Suppose price is there. No, suppose I am getting the input form. So instead of
Well,
hmm,
who is writing? He knows that for you know, you should give only number, not alphabet.
correct, ma. What you are saying is correct. For example, whenever we are creating the program, it only the program. It is a rules. We are creating the getting the authenticated data. Okay. For example, we are entering it. Suppose we entered wrongly means, okay, the entire program will get trash now. For example,
Okay,
int
sir.
of integer, for example, price value is there. Now you can see our again I am going to the homework number 10. Price we are getting it. Finally adding the price in the cart, what is the thing? Cart dictionary. Okay, or cart list. For example, the price if I get in input means string data type means how we can add it. 5,000 they can enter. Can you understand?
So
Not understood, na?
for this program, I'm saying
Yeah, this program they can enter it, but the valid data they are getting it. That is correct also too. Price means
first
it will
time
be,
they're integers and again they're converting to string. No, sir. For that I said, sir.
yeah, correct. What you said is correct. I understood your point, pa. Okay, so let you see book record equal to book number we are converting into string, then plus comma we are adding the comma its own character. Okay, in order to you can see the how the data is stored in the file. Down you can see 1 comma letter C, that is a book name, author name is Yashwant, and price is 5,000 rupees. Okay, so let you see likewise book name plus comma plus author plus comma, likewise it is adding plus price, and then plus at last you can see slash n, because the file pointer want to goes to next line. Okay, that is very important. Likewise we are storing into the brec. Now you can see my file dot write function they are using write of brec, then the first line is return into the file. Okay, then they are asking the input, answer, input, add more, you want to add more number of books. If y means the loop will be executed again. Suppose instead of y we are giving any other character means condition will be false, then it will close the file, the function will be the program will be get over. Okay, then you can see how they enter the input. Okay, they given y, again number book number 2 CS with Python, Sumit Arora 595. Likewise they are entering the third, Java book and Herbert Schild and 7,000 rupees, and finally they given n. No, then whatever character we didn't specify the character here, that's what, except y we are giving whatever character, it will be the loop will be failed to execute. Okay, the condition will be true, condition
Sir,
will be false. Yes.
sir, in break one statement is no, sir. On
Yes.
that line, comma is stored in notepad and slash is stored in output, sir.
Slash n is that's what I mean. Comma is stored in notepad. For note, you can see the output 1 comma. You can see in the down 1 comma letter C comma Yashwant comma 5,000. Slash n means it's a specific character. It has special meaning. No. For example, we are storing slash n means in Python it has special meaning. What's the meaning of slash n?
New line.
New line. Okay, no, so that's what it won't execute it whenever the interpreter will read the line. Of course, literally the interpreter read the entire line. Okay, if it is not a special character or any predefined, it's not the meaning of special character. If predefined thing is not there means, then it will execute. For example, slash n is a predefined one. What's the meaning? New line. So it will make the pointer to the next line, new line. Okay, Gautam.
Understood, sir.
Yeah, okay. I think yesterday you didn't attend the class, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yesterday I mentioned you in the meeting. For example, regarding you said one point, no, the current chapters you conduct the test like that. So after your discussion, I discussed, don't take it in a negative way. It is not like that. So I'm just thinking much after that only I decided to conduct the third chapter. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Thursday we will revise the third chapter also. Okay, please prepare the third chapter. Coming Saturday we have an exam. Okay, online test. Okay, let me come to the thing. And likewise we are adding into the brec, so all the details will be returned. We can, by using the write function, you can see this. So by using the write function, we are writing into the data. Finally, this content will be stored in our file. Okay, this is another one way to write the data into it. Write the data in aligned format. Aligned format means plus comma coming to the next line. So we are manually doing this work. Okay, but in the loop we are doing, once we done means all the data will be stored in a proper way. Okay, one means that is a book number. Now you can see this. It is a book name, author name, and price. All the things in same format. Okay, not only 3 books, n number of book we can add like that. So this is another one way to add the data, store the data into the file. Okay, let me go to the next one. Okay, then it is a one program. This program formally I have seen, for example, before exam also they asked in C++. Okay, how to copy a content from one file to another file. For example, Python, it's very easy to copy a content from one file to another file. But it is in C++ or some other thing means you need to write a code for a page. Okay, but you are very lucky people, you are having Python. Okay, if you see this program, my file one, it is a, what is it, my file one? Can anyone say?
File object.
File object for
File
what?
object.
Yes, file object for which
First
file?
file. Book text.
Book.text file, that is the file object. File my file 2 is
File object for
File
second
object of book backup.
very good, book backup text. So that's what the notable changes. You can see we are opening the simultaneously we are doing the operations on 2 files. Okay, so first file we are assigning, this is the learning for you how to open multiple files at the same time. Okay, so first time we open a file with one file object in read mode. Okay, second file we are opening the file in write mode. You can see in write mode we open the second file, so we are assigning another one file object. Okay, now you can see string is an empty character but one character is there, so string value is true. So while true, condition is true, string 1 equal to, sorry, str1 equal to my file 1 dot read line. My file 1 is a file object to read to access the file from book.txt. So it will read your first line from the file. Okay, so it will read the first line and stored in str1. Okay, then my file 2, it is a file object for book backup text. Okay, book backup.txt file. Okay, so it will open the file in write mode. We already mentioned it. You can see my file 2 dot write str1. What does str1 contain? The first line of the another file. Okay, that will be returned into the another file. So from one file we are copying and we are writing into the another file. Okay, this is the concept. Likewise, the loop will execute till the last line. For example, the book file, the book.txt file contains 50 times means the loop will execute 50 times. Okay, so number of lines are there, that much time the loop will execute. Okay, so finally whenever it will goes to the last line, the str1 value will be empty, then loop will be failed to do it. Then you can see we are closing the file. Simply we are closing both the files, file 1 as well as my file 2. We are closing it and printing the one message. Yes, please. Yeah,
We can use my file dot read. We are taking while statement.
I didn't get it properly. Sorry.
We skip the while statement, sir.
Correct,
Writing
correct.
str equal to my file dot read.
Yes,
It
yes,
will be
that
even
is,
simpler.
yeah, very simple. Yes, correct. For example, my file one dot read all the we didn't mention the argument means it will read all the data as it is in the file. It will be stored in str1. Then we can directly write in the file. Very good. That is also another one way. We can skip the while loop. Correct. Okay, without using the while loop, we can copy the content from one file to another file. Okay. Could you understand this program, how to copy a content from one file to another one? Have you understood, Pa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can see book.txt, it is just a screenshot. So the data will be stored as it is. We stored in the original file, we created the backup file or duplicate file. Okay, so this is an way. This is also useful for you while you are doing a project or in program. Definitely this type of questions will be asked asked by the external. Okay, that's what I said before year. Students were they are asking the same question: how will you copy one file to another file? How you cut your data from one file to another file? Okay, he simply asked, write a program to cut, copy, paste the data from one file to another file. He just like that he assigned it. Okay, cut means what we have to do. Cut, copy, paste in Word or some other thing is easy, but in file operation, you know now how to copy. Paste means what? Writing the data. That's all. Okay, that is a concept. Okay, cut means we need to delete the entire line. Okay, how to delete the entire line means in upcoming things you will learn it automatically. In binary file we are going to learn. Okay, so how to remove a data or how to delete a data. Data means a line or a record or whatever thing. Okay, so from the file how to remove it. Okay, that and all we will see it. Okay, let me go to the next one. Okay, now we are going to reach the important thing, that is the flush function. Okay, generally flush function, what is the term is flush. Flush is what? Can you say? Apart from computer, what is flush?
Cleaning.
Yeah, very good. We are using the flush in our toilets. Okay, so what it is doing? It is flushing, forcibly sending the water, and it will clear all the materials, all the materials into the tank. Okay, likewise here the flush function, it will also do the same thing. It will store, it will just forcing the data and forcing the data to settle down in the file. Okay, for example, literally I will show to you on example program I will create and I will show to you. I'm just opening a new file. Okay, that I will erase it. This two line is okay. For I in range, just for example to understand the flush function, I'm just creating this program. Let you see this. Okay, so 3 I just given 3 times the loop will execute. S equal to input of enter your name or enter name. Okay, so I'm just using that one. So then now I'm just writing the data into the file. Okay, simply for your understanding purpose. Okay, so this function will read the three names and storing in a file. Okay, whatever it may be, it is in append mode. I open it, not an issue. I'll run this program. Let you see this. I will show literally what is happening. 1 minute. I will minimize the both the things. I will show to you. Okay, this is the program, and this is the output file.
Sir, A into right of S means.
S is the input. No, input we got into the file. We are getting in the program.
Okay.
Double-headed arrow, making the double-headed arrow, it's a very big thing. This side. Okay, that I will show to you. For example, enter the name. It is asking. I'm just giving Harshit. Okay.
So you write one line here, sir.
For example, okay. Next time I will write it. Okay. So I wrote one word into it. I opened the file sample.txt. Let you people say that. For example, I got the line. I got the input. You can see the program. S equal to input of enter name. So I entered the name. The name is Harshit. I entered. Okay. So I return to the file. Correct? No? Am I right? Say, am I right? I'm doing correct? No? It is returned to the file. No?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me open the file. It is not actually, it won't store. Let me see. It won't obey. Let I will open the
After
file.
completing loop only it will.
For example, okay, I will do, for example, I erased all the content from the file in order to, okay, because the file is executing mode. That's what it is. 1 minute. Okay, now the sample is a empty file. Okay, so I'm just running this program. So enter the thing. I am fine. Okay, so I just entered the line. I'm opening the file. You can see.
Not be stored, sir. Because we are
Why?
not still now we are not yet close to the file.
That's what that I want to tell to you. Very good. That's the concept. You can see why it is closing only now. Okay, we are closing the data, whether it is returned not. I am just closing this file. I am just entering the second name, something I typed. Third time we enter it. Okay, if I open the data also, it is nothing into it. Nothing is stored into it. Okay, as a continuation, we will see. So far the nothing data, no data is entered into the file. Okay, unless I given the 2 times I given the command to write the data. Actually, it is not literally showing. Now you can see I given the enter. Now I will show the file to you. Now you can see the data is stored. Can you understand this one? So as Harith said one thing, sir, we didn't close the file. So far, it is not like that. Actually, the concept is not literally, you want to know what is happening behind the things. Okay, so that I will explain to you. I will share the screen. I will close this one also too. Is it audible and visible? Both the things are okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let you see the flush function. Actually, what is happening? The data we are giving the write command. No, we are giving the command. We are giving the instruction. Write this data into the file. We are giving the command. But when it will happen, literally means whenever we are closing the file. Okay. So now this is the magical moment we want to know it. Okay. Whenever we are closing the file, what actually happening means the close function will call implicitly automatically it will call the function flush function. That's what I'm coming to tell. Harith, now we understand, no? Because as the question, that's what is there. Okay, let me see that. Okay, so the flush function will automatically calls by the close function. Okay, the question will be asked how, for example, we didn't close the data, what will happen? Harith said one thing, whenever we close the data, that time only what is the thing, data will be returned. It is not. Okay, we need to flush. Okay, let me see this. When we write any data to the file, Python hold everything in the buffer memory, that is called temporary memory. Okay, the file we are for example, we are typing some data, okay, in the keyboard. It is we are seeing the screen what we typed. It is not literally stored in the file. That also we have seen literally. Okay, but where it is means it is stored in the buffer memory. Okay, then when it will close, sir? If you are asking means when it will store properly, sir? If you are asking the question means at last we are opening what? We are using what? Close function. We are executing the close function command. Okay, I am going to close the file. That time what will happen? The close function will call the flush function implicitly. Implicit means it automatically it will calls. Have you understand? Have you understood, Pa? Hello, students.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let you see this.
Yes.
Please answer it. Okay. So it automatically calls or implicitly calls the flush function. Then what will happen? The data will be stored. Okay. Once it is properly stored, then only the close function completely close the file, closing the file. Which file we opened in whatever mode, that file will be get closed. Okay. So that is the use of flush function. Before we are using the flush function, the data literally it is not stored in the file. Okay, I will give an example, same example to you. I will show it. 1 minute. For example, now you can see the file. I'm opening in write mode because I want to erase the data from the previous one. You can see now I'm using the flush function, a dot flush function. Okay, now I'm saving this file. I'm running this file now. 1 minute. So it is asking the data, enter the name. Okay, I'm just giving Satish. This is the data I entered. Okay, I will open the file. I will see to you what is happening in the file. 1 minute. I'm minimizing this content. I'm opening the sample file. You can see the Satish is written. Is it written or not? It is stored or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now
Sir,
you
if I,
yeah.
But that
If I
time why it
delete-
didn't store the sir?
I didn't understand, Gautam. Can you say?
But in previous program why it didn't store the sir?
That's what I explained. No, whenever we are calling the close function, we are calling the close function through the object a dot close likewise. Isn't it? No.
Yes, sir.
So that time what will happen? The close function automatically or implicitly calling the flush function. Okay. What is the use of flush function means the flush function forcing the data to store literally in the file. What is the use of flush function? Means it is forcing the data, or it is transferring the data from temporary memory or from buffer memory to the main memory or permanent memory. The file is permanent memory. Until we delete, it's not deleted. But buffer memory or temporary memory means till the system work, it will work. If I open another file, means another Python file, means the memory will be erased. No, likewise a program. I explained the initial thing. The data we are storing into the list. Finally, when second time if you are running the program, the data which stored in the list is not it is vanished. Could you understand that one? Can you recall that one? Hello? Could you able to recall that buffer memory? See, the flush function, once the flush function is worked, then only what will happen? The data will stored successfully in the file. Okay. Now for that only I opened the file. You can see this. Here, what I am doing it, you can see a dot flush function. I am writing the file, and next thing is what I am doing. You can see a dot flush function. Then what the flush function will do? It is forcibly send the data to the file to store into the file. So that's why what is the thing? The Satish, the name is the data will be stored. Okay. Last program, as you asked, what is the thing? We didn't use the flush function. When it will be called? By the close function. When the close function will be called, once all the loop will be executed, right? No, Gautam, did you catch the point?
Yes, sir.
Once the 3 times the loop will be executed, then afterwards what will happen? A dot close. So whenever we
Sir,
are,
you can see
yes,
close function is same as return function.
not like that. It is not like that. Close function, just it is closing. It is not returning anything.
Not for working purpose, sir. And also you can give at last only. Close also you can give at last only.
It is not. I understood your point of view, but it is. Suppose we should not say it is outline. Close function is equal to the return
No,
function.
sir, we can't any definition based on this.
Okay, okay, understood. Yes.
Remembering purpose, I must.
Sir,
Correct. Yes, Gautam.
sir, instead of close, we can give flush means what will happen, sir?
What? Of course, we are in here. You are asking a dot flush.
Yes, sir. No a dot close, only a dot flush.
What will happen? The data will be stored. And finally, the data will be stored. What is the thing? The close function only giving the guarantee. It will the data are completely storing the stored in the file.
Okay,
The
sir.
close function will give the guarantee. Flush function, what will happen? It will send the file to the. It will send the data to the file. Okay. For example, we are typing in the file. We didn't say what will happen. Whatever, how many lines we are typed, it will be vanished. No, it is not there. No, we didn't. Suppose we didn't save the file means. Okay. The close function giving the assurance the data is stored properly. That's what I'm. Many times I insisting that we should use the close function at last. Okay, then we will see that. Now I hope what is the use of flush function and close function. Okay, let us.
Sir, while
Yes. Yes, somebody says something.
Sir,
Yeah, yes, ma.
sir, instead of flush function, we can write close notes, sir, in same place.
No, for example, close function using to close the file itself. For example, I will show that. For example, here a dot close, if I use means, then what will happen? The file will be closed. No. The file
Again,
will be
loop.
closed. That's what ma I'm saying. For example, here instead of flush function, if I use the close function, what will happen? The first time the data will be entered, that is stored in the file. That's okay. Then we close the file. Second time, if you open, if you are the loop will execute, it won't, because we didn't open the file. No, open command is where it is outside the loop. No, before the loop only is there. No, can you understand?
Yes, sir, understand.
Yeah. For example,
Yes,
for that we need to keep inside the loop in append mode. Write mode, suppose we are keeping inside means that's all. Every time I already shown. Every time the loop will open the file in write mode, the write mode, what will happen? The previous content will be erased. Yes. Suppose we are opening in append mode, means not an issue. But every time, see, writing the three lines, we are opening the file 3 times, closing the files 3 times. Okay, it is extra things. Okay. So that's what close function is not similar to flush function. Flush function sending the data, make sure the data sending the data from buffer memory to the permanent memory or temporary memory to the permanent memory into the file. Okay, that is the use of flush function. Close function, it will ensure the data is stored or the operation, whatever operation, maybe a writing or reading. Okay. So the operation is ensured, it will giving the ensure, finally closing the file. It close the file also too. That is the two purpose of close function. Okay. Once it is closed, means without file object we cannot open. That's what. Okay. Again, we need to use this first line. A dot open off, in which mode. Once we close means we should open it again. Okay. Let I complete this program. Yes, please.
If you are writing other name, Ravi knows stored in Notepad.
Now it is
If I am
stored.
deleting Ravi from that, what will happen in Notepad?
You are asking how now to open the notepad.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Yeah, it is. If you are manually if you are removing, of course it will remove. It is all manual error. For example, did you understand or not? For example,
Completing the program, it will not be stored.
I didn't get it.
After erasing Ravi,
It
we
will
can't
store.
retain it, sir.
It will, for example, once for example, you are asking manually, I'm just going to erase the Ravi. You are saying it,
Yes,
isn't
sir.
it? But it won't
Sir.
allow to save us. Now when you save it, you can see what is the error it's showing. The process
Okay,
cannot
sir.
access because file is used by another process, because we are using the file. No, can you understand? The
Okay,
file
sir.
is in running. So that's what, see, you can see now the program is stopped. Okay, don't save. So it will interrupt the file operations. Okay, so we need to give the third one. Like finally we will see it. Now you can see this. No, now you can, once the complete the program, we can erase it. Now I can save it. Now it is saved. It won't show any error because the program is completed. Have you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, pa.
Sir.
Good doubt. Okay, I hope you people understand the flush function as well as the close function. Okay, fine. Let me show the next thing. Let me go to the next PowerPoint. I have one PowerPoint to show to you regarding the practicals. Sorry, project work. Okay, 1 minute. Regarding the practicals, it is not needed to you. Let me directly go to the project. Okay, project work. What is expected? Okay, you have to create a new project. You want to develop your new project from your own. Okay, how to find the project? For the second question, you need to analyze the real-time situations. Okay, real-time problems. Okay, for what purpose you are going to create a program? That is very important. Okay, so for example, you are seeing nowadays what is happening. Okay, let you create. I already yesterday explained to you. You can create a online project for that. Yesterday I said to you. For example, student online portal. Let you create a program means if the for each student it will provide automatically will generate the username and password. With the username and password, if the student is logging into the program means what will happen? It will show its timetable. For example, you are having on timetable, no, for this time to this time biology, so for example math, this time to 9 to 10:30 physics. Likewise, you have timetable, no. Likewise, it want to display the timetable. Then if the user, for example, the student is clicking the file, clicking the, for example, computer science, now it is, okay, what is it in 12:45 to 1:45. Currently, what is the time? 1:42. If the student is clicking the computer science means if it is in time bounded. If it is false on correct time means it want to take to live session. Live session means it want to open the Zoom in website. You know how to open the Zoom in website. Do you know it or not? In 4th chapter, we discussed how to open a web browser module. Correct, no? So we need to give the address. We already want to set the address for the computer science with the ID. Okay. So what will happen if you click means what will happen? It will take to the online session. They can attend it. Suppose computer class is over. Next you are attending for some other class in case means. Okay. Then if their user means the students is clicking the computer science means the already the recorded video want to play. Okay, it want to redirect to the YouTube or wherever whatever server service they are using, the teacher is using, then it will play the video from the platform. Have you understand that my point of view? Have you understood, students? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So likewise, you want to find. I am saying one example. Yesterday I have given some example to you. So this is another one example we discussed. Okay, so how to start a project? This also I explained to you. First, you need to send the project proposal. Okay, before you are sending the project proposal, you have to group into the 3 members maximum. Okay, there are 2 type of projects are there. I already said individual as well as group project. Group project means maximum 3 members only. 3 students can join together. Okay, that is the criteria given by the CBSE. Okay, so once you need to send the project proposal to the your project guide, that is me. Okay, you have to send to me that project proposal, then I will go through it, then I will say that you can proceed like this. I will give the reply. Okay, then you have to give an abstract. What is abstract means? I already said it is a to the details about the project, your project. What is the project name, what you are going to do, what are the inputs you are going to get, what are the output of the project, what are the modules you are going to use, what are the things, specific things, what are the where you can get the data, all those things you want to explain completely about your project. That is called abstract without
But
coding.
after writing the project only we should write abstract as well.
First abstract, that's what I'm saying, the step by step. First project proposal, once it is got approved means project members 3 members and project your project is okay means then your project will be approved. Once you got the approval means you have to start before itself you want to start keep in your mind these things and all. Okay, then you have to type your abstract and send to your project guide, that is me. You have to send to me, then I will go through it and I'll read. I will tell some correction also too. Then this is not only for me, generally it's the general procedure I'm explaining. Okay, it is given by the CBSE, this guidelines and all.
In case I'm using some extra module after abstract, what can I do?
Definitely you can add it, but you have to inform to the project guide, that's all. Yes, Gautam.
So that only, sir, after completing the project
Sir.
you should write abstract and submit.
For example, you given something in abstract and you are adding more the thing in abstract you are saying.
No sir, I'm adding listing and abstract. While doing project I'm adding
That's what
more
I'm
than
saying. For example, you said you are saying something, but more than which you described you are going to do in the project means then and there you have to contact the project guide and you have to tell the explanation. Sir, in abstract I used this one, but I plan to do that one, sir. Likewise, you want to give the explanation. Have you got it?
yes sir.
Gautam, yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
that web browser module topic is there, no, sir?
Yeah. Yes.
Based on that, only one program you do after this class, sir.
Why not? Okay.
Division.
Okay, okay.
Sir, we can
Okay,
use
sir.
Tinker in the project, sir.
Definitely, we can use Tinker as well as Kiwi also. You can use it. Some other modules also for GUI, for graphical user, you are going to use means not an issue. But that you want to mention in the abstract.
Okay, sir.
Okay, pa. So, for example, likewise, you can add such details. Okay, once it is started means you can write started your code. Okay, in the project 3 reviews are there. What I explained in yesterday's things. First review you should submit with the abstract as well as 25% of code. Second review it will be sent by 1 month. 1 month, 1 review only. Okay. Second, this for reviews and all mark is there. Internal marks is there. Pa. That's what I'm saying that. Okay. So second review, you have to complete the 50% of codings and complete documentation. Okay. Third review, you should complete the 100% of coding in proper manner. Before that, you should do the debugging. Debugging means you want to check for the error corrections. Okay. You have to rectify in full-fledged manner. You want to take your project for the review. Okay. In the third review. Okay. Full 100% code and some documentations. And final submit, before we are going to the final submit, one model practical we are going to conduct. In the model practical, 10% fulfilled project you need to submit with the documentations. What are the documentations, sir? If you're asking means next slide you can see it. Okay, so I will show that. Okay, so you have to submit these things, and practical you will go ahead with the external. That is the thing, external, and as well as observer from the appointed by the board, they will come. You have to explain your project to them. Okay, this is the project third question for that. And next you can see project work collaboration. That's what group project. You can collaborate with some other people that who are studying with you. Okay, your peer group members. Okay, so you can join with them by maximum. I already said 3 members only. Okay, we can join it. Finally, project report that I will help you. Okay, these are all the things. 1 minute.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please. Yes.
In the code, we have to write hashtag. This code is to explain.
Of course, we should use the command line. Command that is called command line. We have to then and there documentation string also. You want to include that in the program. Sorry, in the project, because it is
Okay, sir.
you are showing to the normal people now. For example, project you are creating the software, but anybody, for example, even I am a computer teacher. If you are writing a code, I couldn't understand what is the use of the variable, what is the use of the dictionary, or what is the use of the database and all. I don't know. Okay, you, because it's from your mind only it is storing. You have to explain that things in the documentation string or else using the command line. Okay. So the GST project, for example, they given an example, visit a local business, but nowadays it is not possible to visit, go to the shop and getting their details. Okay. Last time we have done, in my, that is previous school, I taken to the students to the cafe coffee day, then collected the details, and we are showing the GST claims and all, but in C++. You can see this by using the Python libraries. You can create a software, you can create a mobile application, you can create a game. You can see the pointer, games, software for the school purpose or some industry purpose or some business purpose. For example, if you people, for example, your parents are doing any business, for them purpose also you can create a software. It will be multi-use for them. Okay, as well as your project, as well as you can go use for your own thing. Okay, and finally you can sell for that also. You have the license, because if your code is your own means. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, next, oh sorry, next thing is, this is very important point. The student should be sensitized to avoid plagiarism. I already said plagiarism means we should not copy the code simply from the net, and we cannot, this is my project, or likewise you should not show it. Okay, from your, you have to do, for example, already the project is there, at least you want to do some alternation in it. Okay, no, for example, you can add an extra module, you can go for an extra things, then you can say it is yours. Okay, because I already said it's a copyright issue will come, and it is a offense also too. Okay, that's a instruction. And what you desire, describe your project. First thing, it is the content of the abstract. Okay, what is the description of the project, goals and objectives, what is the project outcomes. Okay, benefit, who will get benefit. Okay, for example, I am creating online shopping, the normal people get benefited. They no need to go for what is the thing, door to door and collecting the things. They can collect from their home itself. Even while they are traveling itself, we can order it, we can place the order. Likewise you want to tell, for example, I am saying based on your project you have to tell. Okay, these slides are there. This is the content, important thing I will explain, because it is lunchtime for you. I don't like to take more time. Acknowledgement, I will tell that later. Introduction means abstract, about your introduction about your project. Okay, software means Python, as you said, Tkinter or Kiwi, or definitely Python and MySQL, both the things you should use. It is mandatory, it is by the prescribed by the board. Okay, because you are studying that one only. Okay, you should use it. Okay, next thing, hardware means about the hardware requirement, minimum hardware requirement. What's the RAM is required, hard disk space is required to run your project. This is not last thing you can do it. Why Python? Why you choose Python? I already explained that Python now it is a leading giant in the IT industry. In every platform, there Python is occupying the vital role, isn't it? For AI or machine learning or robotics, in whatever field, Python is there. Okay, so you have to tell the explanation about the Python, when it was developed, who developed, what are the advantages are there, and which are all the industries Python is using, and how you used Python in your project. Okay, that is the fourth thing. Let me come to the
So
important
this will
point.
be asked by the external, or we need to write and give to
No,
them?
no, this is not an external question. It is the mandatory thing you want to. This you can see project report format. This is the format. In that format, you have to keep the files. I mean, you want to take the printout at finally.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then fifth one, design work. For example, you want to draw the likewise a blueprint. Okay, for example, what are the modules are there, what the each module will do, what is the each function, what is the work of each functions. Likewise a mind map in lower classes and all. In 10th standard you might see the mind map, no? So likewise you can give a pictorial representation of the project, that is called design work. Okay, an algorithm, step by step, what are the step by step, that I will explain you later based on your topic. Okay, and next one is, seventh one is code, that is the Python code as well as the SQL code. SQL you no need to worry. Before you are completing your project, definitely we will go to the move to the next topic, that is SQL only. Okay, next topic means once we completed the Python. Okay, then output, once you run this program means you have to take the screenshot of it. Okay, because proof is evidence is very much mandatory, whether the project is runnable or not. Suppose suddenly they may ask, I think 3 years before the external asked, can you run the project? Likewise, they asked one student. He have in his pen drive. Immediately he went and get the permission, take the pen drive and install in the computer, and he showed his project in the computer. Okay, so likewise they will ask. Okay, or else at least we should give the output screenshot. Sir, literally run the program, sir. This is the output, because we need to send the evidence to the board. Okay, then advantages of your project. Okay, what are the advantage? For example, what is the use? Okay, then further development areas. For example, whatever we are doing, we cannot say it is 100%, right? No, is it correct? It is not fulfilled one. Some bugs are there. That is some modifications we need to develop it. In future, we don't know. Okay, so in future we can make some development. What is your idea? You can tell the proposal of future idea. In future, I'm planning to do this. If I continue I will continue this project. Like this, you want to give an assurance. Okay, and last one is bibliography. So what are the websites you referred? What are the books you referred? And for example, from who are all the teachers you got the guidelines? So all those things we have to mention in the bibliography. This is the thing. Okay, this slide I already shared in our what is the thing, in our website. You can go to the website. Practicals and projects on tab is there. If you click that, means you can see the project folder. Inside that the slide is there. Okay, you can view it also. Okay, students, I'm so